Hi, my name is Hannah, and you're with the Sip Sip Show.
Okay. Ngam ka tidak ngam ka? Your mic is okay? Can you?
Fine.
Okay.
Hello.
Cantik. Oh God. Okay, let's start.
Amen.
Hey, what's up? This is Egan here with no one. Chris is not here. Ahmad is not here. Ate is not here. Not complaining lah. It's how it started. So I guess once in a while kalau dia begini, it's okay. So my name is Egan. Welcome to the Sip Sip Show, where we menghapus jarak antara community, and we try to bring as many stories from our grassroots levels, and try to make other community understand what the hell we're doing. And today we have someone very special, and this person. In multiple layers, multiple frequencies of what I understand about her is she can do like a lot of things. Di community pun ada muka dia, di kedai-kedai, di produk-produk pun ada muka dia, di MC pun ada dia, yang video lawak-lawak pun ada. So yeah, we ada hater juga. So we'll go to that later, and very Christian juga, which is around my block, around my topic juga. Kadang-kadang kalau saya terasa alim. So anyway, please welcome Esty.
Hello.
Esty
hello.
Richard. Esty Richard.
Thank you for having me. It's nice
Welcome
to
to
be
the
here.
Sip Sip Show.
Thank you.
Gitu,
Thank you for having me in the Sip Sip Show. That was a really nice introduction, by the way.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, it's,
I was like, wow, my gosh. Gini
I
ka ako?
guess I guess when the guys are not here, I get to think, yeah, Chris is gonna kill me. Because kalau diorang ada kan, I guess I self-censor a lot,
Faham.
and the words won't come out.
Faham.
But now they're not here, and I had a bit of time to set up, and I become myself. I become Egan that I know.
I understand that.
Gitu kan. So that's why I told you, like, this is a safe place. You can be who you are.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
you can be SD.
Understand.
So
And I really understand that, because when I take my videos and everything, it's always the best when I'm alone.
oh
You know, like you love, like you suddenly yourself, kan?
Yeah.
So it's like, I get it. Yeah.
but okay, off cast we were talking, and I find you very different.
What do you mean?
Giggly, ketawa, like very serious. But in your content, you're like, okay, this is I'm doing makeup, and people say they love to talk when they're doing makeup. What was that? Was that?
Yeah,
Gitu
yeah,
ayat itu. And that was a very good call to action.
Right.
Like for me, like, okay, she's talking now, I have to listen.
Right.
Because of that sentence. We had a pitching workshop. So yeah, dia terpesong sekejap.
It's okay.
This guy, he has a heart condition, bah. So dia bilang kan, before I start my pitch, it was a pitch for film.
Okay.
So Taiwanese, I forgot. So dia bilang kan, if I collapse tiba-tiba, please take my nitroglycerin something. I don't know what
punya,
ubat dia lah.
Yeah.
Terus kasih sisip di bawah lidah saya, dia bilang kan. That will keep my heart to be pumping again.
Are you?
Terus macam, and then you listen to every word of the pitch.
Pandai dia.
Oh, this guy is good. And he has a heart
So
condition.
attentive, right?
Yeah, betul. Everyone is like, is he gonna die? Like, serious, yeah. Like, but yeah, you had that.
Right.
Yeah. Then I don't watch people wearing makeup tutorial, but when you did, like, okay, she has something to say, and she's doing makeup. Like,
Thank
okay, I'm
you.
confused. Like, what takkan semua lain orang pakai makeup.
Yeah.
But when you were talking, like the message got through. This thing about migrant children,
Yeah.
statelessness,
Yeah.
and I was like, hey. So it's not about makeup.
That's how you reel them in. But thank you. That means it worked.
It worked.
So
It worked.
yeah, so I'm very happy to hear that, because the messaging in that specific video is the first one pinned, by the way. It's by Tuai Cerita. So
Oh.
yeah, so it's the first one. It's by Tuai Cerita. It's
Well, this is so subliminal because I'm not the one. Oh, I need the first video, that second video.
Right. Yeah, it's the first one.
Wow.
It's the first one, and it's while I'm putting on makeup, I thought, that could be a message behind this. So that message was like, when you
Yeah.
mentioned, it was about migrant children and how education is really important. And I think when you, especially macam generasi ni kan, you need to figure out what they want to watch pa. Gitu. Jadi since banyak betul orang mau buat get ready with me, letak makeupan, jadi I was like, why not? I mean, this is something that I already do anyways. So yeah, why not? So I'm really glad that you watched it. So yeah, thank you.
I want to know what is this because when I was yalah, I layan lah your video kan.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, she has a very nice singing voice. Then tadi, of course, you were saying like you sang.
Yeah, I did.
Cuba kau cerita dari awal kita history lesson on what is Esty Richard ni.
Okay, let's take it back to when I was 19. 18 lah.
Okay, I will not ask bila tu because okay.
You don't need to know. But yeah, in college, I started off in the music industry. Yeah, in the music industry, and we had a band. I don't know whether I should tell the audience what's my band.
Please do.
Tidak mau, aku malu.
Okay toh.
But yeah, we're still called, we never disbanded. We're called Once Upon a Time There Was a Sausage Named Bob. So it was a college band.
Once upon a time there was
A sausage named Bob.
ish.
I think it's a Monty Python punya reference back in
Really?
the day. Yeah, something like that. So we were all
Wait.
in a mama.
You go layan Monty Python?
Dulu lah. Yeah.
Wait, how?
Zaman-zaman.
Okay, I
No,
don't wanna ask how.
no.
What? Okay.
I'm a 90s baby. Early 90s baby.
Huh.
Yes. Aku ni millennial, guys. Sebenarnya. Millennial.
Wow,
Awal
okay.
90-an.
Okay.
Yeah. Then, during that stage, we formed a band and then we wanted to macam layan Battle of the Bands. During that time, macam banyak Battle of the Bands. Macam a surge of rock bands was
Yeah.
coming up. So we entered one, we won. We entered two, we entered 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we won most of it. And then our pinnacle was when we won the Volkswagen Battle of the Bands, where one of the prizes was to record an album. Yeah, so that's that. You guys can do your homework lah, okay? But
So you guys have an album?
yeah, and actually, apa tu? The ones who recorded us, I don't know if you guys remember, but probably millennials would remember, 7 Collar T-shirt. Yeah, so they recorded me. Us.
Betul.
Yeah, so our genre was actually very alternative metal. Some people say it was Japanese rock. I don't understand why, because Berita Harian was like, this Japanese rock band. I was like, no, that's wrong. But
Suka-suka label orang kan?
apparently the newspaper, I mean Japanese rock. But yeah, and then after that, I think around 2014, because that time social media belum lagi ada apa. Actually, memang sudah ada Instagram and everything, but it wasn't as big as now. So we thought like, okay, this is going to be really hard to make money out of, to become a real career. And there were certain things that we were very adamant as a band, as a whole, as a unit, to not do, to get to a stage in the music industry. So we all made that pact, and then at the end of the day, we went separate ways. And then I went to corporate. I went to corporate tech. So I was in the...
Wait, it ended just like that? Tidak tua kah pergi mana-mana?
Almost.
Oh,
Almost. But yeah, I think it was like looking back then and then looking at it now, memang ada purpose dia jugalah. Kami semua went our separate ways, but we're still friends, okay? We're still besties. We still have our WhatsApp group since 2000. I don't know, 2012. No, 2010 or something like
it's
that.
good to know.
But yeah, and hi Jared. Jared is my guitarist.
Okay.
And just want to shout out, I'm very proud of the fella lah. Okay, so he won the Comic Con lah for animation. His film, he's from Grimm Film, so that's like just an example of our purpose. Like we all went our separate ways. I went to corporate tech, did the whole corporate thing for about more than 10 years, and then I went to content creation when I moved to Sabah. So actually, like I mentioned just now, I'm not. I've never. How to say? Saya tidak pernah tinggal di Sabah. So this is my first time. This is my 3rd year. So I'm very happy. Yes.
Pakat jo apa cakap ni?
Di rumah kami bercakap begini. Kalau because
So
I'm a
your mom-
Damansara girl. Yeah.
So your mom and dad,
Sabahans. Both from
Oh.
KB.
okay.
So we moved. Well, my dad moved to KL because he opened the first SIB church in Semenanjung.
Oh,
So they are perintis. My father is the founder of SIB.
that's a very big
Semenanjung.
step.
Yeah, and from there lahirlah saya. Lahirlah saya.
Which year was this?
Nah, dia mau tahu.
No. The church.
Oh, the church.
Yeah, not you.
The church.
Itu we don't go there.
The church was founded in 93.
Oh,
So the first ever SIB Semenanjung, di SIB Damansara Utama, di atas RHB Bank, sana uptown.
really?
Yes. So that was like my hood,
Oh.
Still my hood, but yeah, that was the
The church is still there?
No, the church is not there anymore. Basically what happened was like the BM section my father led went on to plant different seeds in different states and different
Nice.
districts like SIB Serdang, SIB Subang, all these kind of things. And then the English SIB went on to having that building in Filio Damansara. Yeah.
Okay.
Jadi it's all part of how the strategy lah gitu. Yes. Itulah saya punya background, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So since you were born, you are Christian lah.
Yes.
But why in your content macam you've had this, I don't know. Okay, can we go to
Can,
this
of course.
like a rebirth, like a kena defrag tiba-tiba.
I guess we can start off with like macam as a pastor's kid kan. It's very common ni, like pastor's kid hilang ni, lost in the world. So yeah, since the age of 14, I left the church.
Okay.
Yeah, I left the church and then I went to hidup duniawi yang kau lah, everything you say I would have done, And I only found my faith again at the age of, never mind. But that was 3 years ago, guys. Yeah, 3 years ago. And why is actually one of the reasons people know me on social media is because of my testimony on TikTok.
Was that the video in Tampunan ka? Ada ka? Like it's I remember there's a building like a kampung building.
Dah.
And then di mana tu?
No, that one was, I was just in my room ni.
Lain orang. Anyway.
Lain orang. Oh my gosh. But that was the video that got me noticed
Okay.
online because of my
Can
testimony.
you refresh our minds apa jadi in that
Yeah.
video?
So we can talk about anything on this.
Yeah.
Right?
Whatever.
Okay. So the title of that video is I Sold My Soul to the Devil.
Okay.
And it basically talked about my experience being a Satanist and delving into witchcraft and all sorts of things. So it was a culmination since I was 14, going to the world, duniawi lah, duniawi, and practicing a lot of things. I was in New Age, I was doing with crystals, I was doing spells, I was doing all sorts of things, until to a point when I was like, 4 years ago, where I did something really messed up, because I was like literally at such a low point in my life where, I forgot God. God wasn't in my life and all that. So I said, why not? I have nothing to lose anyway. So I did the whole thing. I did the whole like ritual and everything. Like probably the first beginning, the beginnings of after what I did, kononnya macam wow, like, oh, this is amazing. But then afterwards,
There was a response to what the ritual that you did.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
like it was crazy. Like I met the devil himself. It was insane, and it's a 10-minute video on TikTok. If you guys have time, please do go to my page and watch it. So yeah,
We'll give a link lah nanti.
it was. I was just in my room, and suddenly I heard a whisper, and then it was like, "Hey, why don't you Google how to sell your soul?" I did. I did.
How was this voice like?
I don't know how to describe, but it was very. It was a very trickster kind of voice, very, what is it called, conniving kind of voice.
But was it soothing?
To a certain point, yes, because at that time of my life, I had no God. I forgot about God. So any sound would be soothing for me, And I did that. And it was crazy. It was such a crazy experience. And then at one point, because during this time, I couldn't say the word God. I couldn't say Jesus. I couldn't say anything like that. Because I was like, macam saya disekat ni. Dan saya tahu kalau saya cakapkan, saya tahu dia akan marah. So one time, the point, my turning point was when my uncle suddenly had a random visit, and then they were praying, and I was like, Allah, like, my goodness, prayers. It's like, ayo, don't want lah. I want to close my. But anyways,
Your mojo kena kacau lah.
yeah, mojo aku kena kacau. Then tiba-tiba, during their visit, I had one session with my cousin. And then I said, no, God is great, don't believe the devil. I'm pastor's kid, right? So I need to put on this act lah, right? Tapi saya tahu the devil was so angry with me. And then after that,
Wait, why did you say those words?
because my cousin was confiding in me.
Oh, okay.
So as the role of the pastor's kid, saya mesti memberi kau semangat, like that lah, fake lah semua. So, but I knew deep down, I was like, oh crap, I messed up.
Okay.
I messed up big time. And then
So
suddenly
you were like committed to this, huh?
it was full on. And that time, it was my 3rd month on social media. So I did open my social media like 3 to 4 months prior to moving to Sabah. So my content, I was spreading the dark gospel. So in my videos, it was, how to say, very different lah than now. To be honest with you, it's very, very different. I was, clearly you can see I was praising, I was worshipping,
So these
devil.
videos are still up?
No, of course not. Yeah, so I deleted, not even archived, I deleted. Because, so yeah, they're not there anymore. But that moment where my cousin, was confiding in me, that was my turning point lah. Turning point. It was, can I say, no.
Yes, say anything, please.
It was so bad after that. Like the devil was really angry with me. Everything came crashing down.
How you know he's angry with you? How you know he's a he or a
It
it?
just comes naturally when I say he. So during that time, I felt like I was his bride.
Oh,
Yeah. So like every night I would have experiences. It's not even dreams. They're like experiences where macam kami bersetubuh begitu, So it was weird. It was such a weird time for me. But how I know that he was angry was because suddenly after that talk kan, 12 o'clock, that right at midnight, suddenly I had a call, a WhatsApp call. And this person was so nicely banging. It was like, you, PMAK lah, all these kind of things, you know. Saya tahu kamu di mana, I know where you live, I'll kill you. Ah, are you?
Randomly.
Well, at that point in time, I thought it was random. But now thinking of it as, you know, as a whole, actually there were some loan sharks involved,
Oh.
you know. But biasalah dorang pun scammer kan. Jadi macam tiba-tiba saja yang begitu macam it's like suddenly when I said those words like God is great, God is real, then suddenly out of nowhere like the devil go and kasih cucuk itu loan shark kan, okay, call dia begitu bah. I was like, yo, what is happening? So it was a really tough ordeal for I think
So are these like your past loans or something?
it was something like that and also involved a bit of family.
Okay.
Yeah, but then at the end of the day, overall, I had to sell every single thing that I owned. Literally, I came to Sabah with nothing. My phone is the only thing, like my iPhone, is the only thing that I brought since back then. Because
Wow.
that was the only thing that I still have left. Everything else, I sold. And I think yang paling sedih kan aku jual PS4 aku. It's okay, all my games are still intact, okay? But I was like, ayo, how to play Red Dead Redemption lah? No, it's like, but it's okay, it's all in my thing. But anyways, but yeah, so I literally sold everything that I owned, and then during that time also was saya digerakkan oleh family saya juga untuk berdoa to get this sorted. And I was like, why would I want to pray? This is not what I want, you know? But during that prayer was my first encounter with Jesus. And from that moment onwards, I was like, okay, this is yours. My life is yours. Take it.
How did this Jesus came to you?
So during that call with my aunt was like, let me pray for you, let me pray for you. And I was crying. I was so scared, you know. These fellows were harassing me every left, right, and center. And then when she prayed for me, she didn't even wait for me to say no. She just nicely prayed. And I was like, are you okay lah? Never mind. I also, you know, saya sambung. Bukan sambung, saya dengar. Saya bilang kan. During this prayer, suddenly macam like, whoa, I was like another realm like that, you know. Like everything I did in my past was like flashing before my eyes. It was so weird. Not weird. It was different. I was like, what is this? And then tiba-tiba ada satu tangan. And I was like, whoa, naturally I knew it was God. I knew it was Jesus. And I took his hand and I said, I surrender.
Just like that.
I surrender. Like, please take
So all this commitment to, I guess, Satan, what happened to that? Hilang.
that night after I basically macam accepted Christ into my life. That night, tiba-tiba saya terbangun. Saya dibangunkan oleh thunder. Left was really dark and right was really bright. I was like, okay, this is weird, you know. But the position of my room also memang begitu, bah. Jadi macam peliknya, kenapa ni? Tapi suddenly, because every night during my worship, the devil would visit me. And that night itself as well, suddenly the devil came up to me on my left ear and said, kau ni bodoh, you know, kau ni bodoh, kau ni saya sudah bagi kau begini, saya sudah bagi kau begitu. Like, I could give you all this again and more. So you know, you choose me or God. Suddenly you want to do this. You are stupid. You are not worthless. You know, how can he forgive you? You've done the most despicable thing. You know, you've changed your allegiance. You know, this kind of thing. So which one you want to choose, me or God? And then at that point in time, I was like, whoa, okay. I have it was weird. Like it was like,
But
out
were
of
you
body
scared?
lah. Scared, yes, but also it was added with courage that I didn't know where it came from.
Okay, we need to stop.
Okay.
Sekejap ah. Sorry.
Apa tu? Oh my god. Jang jang jang.
So were you scared?
Was I scared? I was scared. Because that point of time macam yang saya betul-betul, how to say, low lah. I was super low. Like my confidence was next to nothing. All these kind of things.
Then you sold your PS4.
I sold my PS4, my Apple Watch also I sold.
Oh, wait, all these material things
All these material things I sold. And then, I was scared, but I don't know where the courage came from that I just said, I choose God.
Were you earning that time?
No. Because
Shit.
itu pun something else happened.
So literally you had nothing lah.
I literally had nothing. Oh, serious. I literally, my friend had to come by to my house to buy me groceries. Terus I was like,
And that
wow.
time you alone in KL?
I was with my brother, but my brother was out. But then, in KL in the house, I was staying with my brother at that point, and he helped me a lot. He did, but at the same time, it's my problem. So macam I did that. Then when I said I choose God, that out of nowhere, like a shield was in front of me, and then when that shield like got up kan, tiba-tiba semua yang the kuncu-kuncu, all these devil kan, like demons, all these demons ran. So
this happened, was it in your head or did you see this thing?
I saw it. It's
In
like
your house?
in my room.
Oh.
Yeah, in my room. So I was like, the only thing that I got from that at that point in time, right? At that point in time, the only thing that I could get from that was, wait a minute, you said you're the king. You said you are very big. You said you damn gangster and everything. But why I choose God? Suddenly you all ran. So that was like a whole shift for me. I was like, this is, whoa. I think I made the right decision. At that point, saya masih macam begitulah. Tapi, I was like, that was the thing playing in my head. Wow, you say you're very big like that and everything. You can give me all the wealth in the world or the fame in the world. But then tiba-tiba saya choose Tuhan, kau lari. Saya bilang. Then who was I serving? That's weird. So that was how my journey with faith began. I think a month later, I was digerakkan juga by my family, by my church members to go to Sabah. And then I was like, what? And then I live all my life here. My whole life I was here and I know nothing in Sabah. And as much as I didn't want to, I just packed up and left. I literally had like 2 bags ke. Itu saja saya punya pakaian. Because lain-lain tidak kan. So I left all my furniture obviously and I just had 2 luggage bags with me. Went to Sabah. And here I am. It was
Just
crazy.
like that?
Yeah, for 2 years. For 2 years, saya tidak keluar rumah. Saya di kampung saja. So literally, this year is the longest that I've stayed in KK.
Huh.
Yeah. So I was cooped up at home for reasons. Yeah. So,
How did it feel like? I mean, you found God, but yet you're still at home. Was it like hibernation period?
sort of. And then at first I was also asking God lah. Every day I pray lah, bro. I was asking, sunyi saya di sini. Tidak apa mau buat, if I don't have a car, if my dad were to use the car, I couldn't go out. And there's nothing out there anyways, So saya macam yang, why am I here? Then slowly I realized that was the time that God wanted me to talk to him. And that was when he really molded me into a new person. Like how I think, how I pray, how I respond to people, how I respond to occurrences, to events, to things, So those 2 years really shaped who I am today. Because my father is a pastor, a reverend, and he was my spiritual mentor. So banyak juga di kampung tu ya, like, certain things, miraculous things that happened that really molded me into what I am today. So it was necessary that I was hibernating in the kampung because I had to let go of a lot of things. Like, saya dulu kuat minum for reals. Like, I'm nicely alcoholic, serious. Tankers.
Is this where this Indian accent comes from?
All my best friends are Indian. So I grew up with Indians.
Malayali. So
there you go. So yeah, Tiba-tiba saya teringat dulu kan zaman-zaman saya budak kan, saya pergi minum di sana, the Padang in Subang. Until to that point, okay. Like literally 3 for 10. Whoever is watching this from KL would know what I mean.
So you minum like samsu from plastic bags?
Oh, itu tiada kami di KL.
Oh.
Kalau yang,
I learned this from KL.
oh ya kah? Oh, that one I think next level sudah lah.
Dia macam minyak punya bag tu.
Oh, tidak.
Dia-
Saya punya di belakang restoran, di belakang mamak, ada satu yang kau perlu ketuk kan.
Wow.
Pintu dia kecil. But anyways, that was my past. So those 2 years or so really taught me that if I want a new life, I need to let go of things. So that's when I stopped drinking. And I was like, you know, at first I didn't realize, but I used drinking as an escape mechanism. Then those 2 years really taught me that if you escape, you never actually truly face what you fear. So being sober kan, I was like, turuk-turuk juga kan, saya kena sober, saya menghadap ni benda apa. You know, so yeah, like my time in the kampung really, really built me, built me to what I am today. So, me too.
So this content of yours yang started to have, what is this calling now?
To serve. Yeah,
It's a very big word.
to serve. Like they say, if you're in your season of waiting, do like the waiters do and serve. So, yes, I started off with a lot of spiritual.
Can you repeat that?
Huh?
In the season of what?
In your season of waiting, do like the waiters do and serve.
Nice.
Thank you. I heard that from LinkedIn, but
It worked.
It works.
It worked.
But yeah, so yes, I started my content a lot, talking a lot about spiritual things. But at the same time, I was convicted by the Holy Spirit also by saying like, what is a Christian influencer? So because that's a slippery slope to be in also, because at some point, if you delve too much in a topic on social media, it's a very slippery slope yang, okay, saya mau cakap pasal benda ini because saya mau view dia naik. Begitu ba? So it's like, and God is not content. So then I started to expand. I said, okay, because there's nothing wrong to talk to your niche, to my Christian brothers and sisters. There's nothing wrong with that. And I love talking to my Christian brothers and sisters. But at the same time, I would love to reach out to everyone, so that's where the education part of my niche came in, because I can talk a lot of talk, like spiritual this, spiritual that, but where am I serving, So then I prayed again to God. I said, where should I serve, and serving is not only in church. You can serve in the marketplace. So that's what the answer, led me. God led me to that answer where my calling is in the marketplace. Marketplace meaning my community. So I started to talk a lot about, education, children's rights, women's rights, and I was like, okay. This is cool, but at the same time also like, hey, do you think it's cool if I just posted some macam yang benda-benda lawak bodoh gitu? Then I was like, that's me, so I said post aja lah. And then the beauty related things, I do enjoy that genuinely, so it became my 4 pillars: faith, education, lifestyle, and beauty. Yeah, so that's how I expanded from just faith into something that I feel that God wants me, where God wants me to serve. Yeah.
Shallow question. You realize you're pretty.
Oh, Yoko. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Made in the image of God.
How do I ask this without looking bengong?
Say it.
So you do like makeup videos. When did you realize that you have the looks and you need to share like how to enhance this without, because when you do it kan, it doesn't like kau tengok saya cantik. We don't feel like that. I don't feel like that. It's not like kau menunjuk ni. It's more like if I dig deep, if I think about it, it's more like you are saying like, because I watch your I guess Christian-ish videos, and it feels like I'm using this as a tool to reach out. When did you realize, atau memang from day one aku lawa, aku buat ini barang?
Actually, to be honest kan, I grew up very insecure.
Really?
To be honest, I thought I was the most banyak lah problem saya dulu. I was like,
Then
my
how?
goodness, you know.
Then pergi TikTok bikin makeup videos.
The confidence I got is from God. When I understood that I am made in the image of Him. I know this is very spiritual lah, but honestly, this is how I got over my conflict.
Ih, klisenya.
Cliche, tapi you know, it's like for real, because I did not go into that niche thinking like, oh, okay, I'm this one, I'm that one, and then confirm people will watch. No, I just did it because I like makeup. You know, I wear it. You know, so and it was like a trend. So I was like, okay, ngamlay ni kan, boleh kasi incorporate two things that I love. But in terms of macam like, oh, saya tahu saya lawa, you know, all these kind of things, it took me a long time to get here. For real.
And for you guys yang di luar sana seeing the videos in TikTok, how she looks like, and what I'm seeing here in the studio, sama.
Oh, ya ke?
Tidak filter, tidak no nonsense, okay?
If
just if you guys are thinking lah.
If you saw my first video, wow, you saw my filter, oh, like that, no, my jaw.
Yeah. But
So, like, I mean, when I got into TikTok, the first year obviously was really experimental and was the time where I had no confidence. Because I think everybody pun macam tu bahkan kalau masuk social media macam
I guess.
first tu kan yang aku takut ni begitu.
saya sampai sekarang terlibat live ah.
Dulu saya cakap begini, hi guys.
Ada komen masuk saya punya like ada komen.
Tapi lama kelamaan kan, I said to myself, if I were to fake this, right, I will never sustain in this industry. For reals. So lama kelamaan kan, like the second year lah, towards the second half of the year into my career, lantak lah dorang mau tengok aku macam mana. Aku gelak begitu, aku ketawa begini, lantak lah dorang beginilah aku. Then if I don't want to burn out, and if I want to sustain my you know my calling in this industry, let me just be myself. Screw it. You know?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that. Like, how do you avoid getting burnout? Like a lot of people, young content creators kan, tiba-tiba hilang because they just, I don't know. I'm just assuming lah. Maybe they just don't know what else to do.
How do I avoid burnout?
I mean, you just answered that, but so yeah.
Well, actually, also the term. This is also actually I was thinking literally a few days ago. At an interview for a job in KL. Wow. But yeah, how do I avoid burnout? Back then, why I quit my corporate was because I was burnt out.
Oh,
Then I tried to macam think lah, because I had these 3 years to think about it kan. And finally I understood why I burnt out, because I never refueled myself. I constantly ran on 5%. And now, again, quite spiritual, like how I avoid burning out is by going to church, praying, because I need to always refill my oil. Because kalau tidak, nanti panas lah engine ko kan. Tidak sudah minyak dah. Burn lah aku punya engine kan. Tidak sudah minyak hitam. Jadi, macam, yeah. And I think a lot of creators, they sometimes hilang ataupun begitu kan. Maybe because they don't have a goal. Their goal is too limited, whereby their goal is likes and views. But creators, and there are so many out there in Malaysia, in Sabah, in Sarawak, there are so many creators who broke out of that and was like thinking for a long term punya goal where it's no longer likes and views. It's the community. So especially for like a new creator or like kind of newish creator, when you have that focus to like macam mana nak cakap, not think about the likes and views and what is my purpose here actually, and then I believe that would give you a longer macam mana tu, longer sustainability in this industry. Because if you're just thinking of the next viral video, macam cannot serious. Really. The core is always your message. Walaupun kalau the goal is the message. If the message 3 view ka, 5 view ka, 5,000 million, if the message is out there, then that is the purpose that God has given you. Just let it, biar saja. Because you're no longer chasing likes and views. Siapa yang mau dengar, walaupun ada 5 view, kalau itulah apa yang saya perlu cakap dalam tu video, because I got some inspiration from the Holy Spirit. Walaupun 5 saja orang tengok, mungkin 5 orang tu kan, itu video untuk dorang. That is no longer about me. So I need to push that message out there, even though it's for 5 people, because that one of those 5 fellas, or maybe all those 5 fellas, needed to hear that. And when you think like that as a creator, kan, terus betul-betul change your landscape of how you think of creation lah on social media. Wow, guys, sangat deep. Deep. This is the sign language for clapping.
Yeah. I learned this from Fahmi Reza.
Yeah.
Because dia boleh bising kan dulu, they occupy dataran.
Oh yeah, and then
Yeah.
yes.
So occupy dataran was 2013, 12? 2012.
Good times.
Yeah.
Good times, good young times.
Tua sebenarnya. When I wanted to interview you, kita cerita pasal hater boleh?
Boleh.
Ada satu orang beri message lah. Why are you promoting this person? Dia bilang kan. Dia Zionist bro. Dia, wow, that's a big word.
Whoa. I was like, huh?
Because I think you posted something and it was I think how you felt with this person, Charlie Kirk, I think.
Yeah.
It was his assassination. So I was like, siapa ba Charlie Kirk ni? Because I am like oblivious to things like this. I know when it's trending, like, okay lah, tengok lah. Terus nampak dia kan timbak, what the fuck is this? And it's very shocking lah. Then the this is what I heard lah. What I see, what I got from social media lah. Oh, he's a Christian, begini. He's a good person, a husband, a dad. Macam alamak, he has family. So macam kasihan lah. And then the tables would turn. Oh, he was riding on religion for his political party. So, okay. And then there are some comedians who are very serious in what they talk. And they will ask about Charlie Kirk. And then they say, give it if you support him, if you agree or you do not agree with him. What I respect about the guy is he goes out and talks to people. Whether kau benci dia atau kau tidak, kau benci atau kau suka, he's out there and he makes you understand who he is. So tu macam okay. Terus macam berbelah bahagi lah saya punya otak sudah. Like what is this person? And then you came in the picture. And then I guess I don't know. I assume you see him in a religious sense in what he preached about God, I guess. And this person, as interesting as he or she may be, dia macam oh, dia Zionist, dia bilang. Dia bilang, saya mau cakap dia salah, but I really respect this person juga lah. I didn't want dia tersinggung. So I'm like, okay, you're saying that Zionism is a no-no in Malaysia. So okay. But what if this person is just seeing it in a Christian sense? Oh, jangan spin lah bro. Dia bilang kan, terus yang,
Haters memang begitu, bah.
yeah.
Yeah, haters
And saya layan juga. Saya bilang, but what if we get her wrong? Saya bilang kan, and what she sees is only the good in him, and wouldn't that be something that we missed? Bro, dia bilang sudahlah, dia bilang dia macam
Oh, ya?
manas ni sama saya. Saya lupa dia macam
Went on lah.
jangan pusing-pusing saya punya words lah. Yang penting di Malaysia tidak boleh ada Zionis lah kan. And she is a supporter of supporter or sympathizer I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was a rough, it was a rough week, guys.
That's when I gave you a call. Macam,
Yeah.
what the hell is this?
Yeah.
Like, and I guess yalah, when you're a public figure, you're an influencer, this thing happen lah. So, saya pun macam, wah begini pula perasaan dia yang kalau because
banyak orang Twitter ni.
tertempias lah sekejap. Terus yang and then I was talking to my co-host lah, si Chris, like, oh saya macam terasa sudah macam ada kalau ada hater, like, tolonglah bukan hater kau. Dia bilang, ini hater orang lain, please lah.
Aduh.
Which, okay, in one sense, saya akan habis dulu ya.
Yeah, go.
In one sense, I feel like this person yang your hater ni kan is committed, dedicated in bashing people, and I guess dia ada dia punya geregitan, ada yang dia geram,
Yeah.
and tiba-tiba kau datang, she can like lash it out on you.
Whack.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a Tuesday night, nothing else to do. Whack. And Charlie Kirk is yes, it's a tragedy. It's not nice that he is riding on religion for political purposes. It's sad that he has family and this thing happens to him. But okay, I'll shut up now. I'll give you what is this like?
I think first things first lah.
Yeah.
Not the Zionists and all these kind of things.
I guess that's clear lah kan.
But I think as a whole, okay, I'm not gonna lie, it did affect me for that week because it's not only her or him. It's a bunch of people, like, going back and forth with me, like screenshotting things and all this kind of thing. So it went on for like a whole week. So it was quite macam whoa, okay, like. And something that my best friend said, right, when I confided in him, he said, ini belum like, oh ini baru sedikit kau sudah terasa, kau cobalah nanti kau jadi artis. Baru kau terasa yang betul-betul. Jadi ini baru practice nih, dia bilang. Like, I was like, okay, oh iyalah kan, bah. Tapi, going back to the topic, apa topik dia tadi?
What is,
Soalan dia?
I don't know, Zionism, Charlie Kirk, assassination,
Okay.
good and bad.
My POV from this, right? Like, I want to say it right because later people will take it
Yeah.
out of context and whack and twist.
Nanti kena putus
Itu
TikTok.
gitu kan. So, but that is actually also one of those things. Yes, I do see him as like, some sort of a spiritual figure because of his conviction in his faith, But at the same time, there are plenty of things that he says that I don't agree with. But also what I learned from him, and actually a lot of, intellectual debaters, is that when you disagree, you can agree on that. Like just because you don't agree with a person doesn't mean, you deserve bad things to happen to you. So part of that I really enjoyed, certain, like, when I see on YouTube when he's wrong as well, like, because it doesn't mean, and the debates online when you see, of him and other like college students or
Yeah.
debaters, it's very interesting because there are many times that he's wrong, but he's like, okay, I accept that and I respect it. So saya rasa itu pun macam like, okay, I was like, I learned to, because saya pun jeniskan yang saya akan jerit, but I had massive anger management issues. kalau silap
You
sedikit
were
kan,
in a metal band.
kalau saya marah sedikit dulu kan, wah teriak aku geng, serius. It's like, kalau kau tidak percaya apa yang saya percayakan, marah, I will whack also. But, and it's not only Charlie Kirk. There are plenty of other people who I saw like, okay, you can disagree with someone without screaming.
Okay.
You know?
Understand.
I was like, wow, this is such a different light on this, you know? And I think it's something that obviously at the time of this recording, I think a few weeks back, there was like this whole wave of, how to say, the Malaysians macam agak
Yeah.
berbelah, you know, because people are saying like, oh, this part is quiet, and then kenapa this one, and then orang Sabak yang begini, kenapa orang Kristen Sabak begitu, you know?
And then came the flotilla, the Palestine issue.
It's all because of the flotilla. And that's where you also see macam we need to communicate with each other effectively lah. Because you cannot see from one side and then you just whack. Then apalah point tu, you know? Because I find communication very valuable, especially in the line of work that I do. So if I were to just you say something and I disagree with you, whack, I will whack straight. There was no point, guys. Serious. So
Jadi hobi pula.
yeah, it's also, I think I do believe that everything that happens is necessary by God. Because even though the whole wave of hate at some point last week happened, it was also a platform where people could realize that maybe kita boleh buka minda sikit. You know, we need to learn how to communicate better with our opponent. Because we can win an argument without violence, without calling each other names, without demeaning someone. You know, itulah yang saya rasa macam kenapa not only in Malaysia, not only in Sabah, the world, you know, kenapa begitu? And it's a good eye-opener for me also. But for the hater also, I swear, the first thing I did, right, I wanted to bash also, you know. I was like, geramnya, geringetan betul hati aku. Tapi, then again, I think my followers online also know that you need to anchor yourself with God. So when that happened, terus aku berdoa, geng. Aku bilang, Tuhan tolonglah lembutkan hati aku. Tuhan tolong lembutkanlah hati dia. Because sebenarnya kalau kita berpusing-pusing nih, kita tidak pergi mana-mana.
It's challenging.
Ya, kita tidak pergi mana-mana kalau yang begini. Jadi, and I'm so sorry, I forgot this verse from the Bible, but the gist of it is, when you have nothing to say, be still and be quiet. Keep your mouth shut. So that's what I did. Sometimes, you know, when people are silent, doesn't mean they're weak.
Nah kan, dia takut sudah.
Ya, begitu pada orang tu. Awas kamu semua. Tapi, begitulah tu. So I said, okay, because if I were to fuel this more, it will never end. It will never ever end. So, okay lah. So I know where I
know where I.
Yeah.
I know.
Boleh nampak kan?
Mana sudah?
Tidak kan? Okay.
I don't think so.
I know where I stand, and I know where I stand in my heart and in my life. I know I'm not that kind of person. I know I don't have
Malicious intent.
Yes, malicious intent. I don't have that. So, because I know, I don't need to prove it to anyone. You know? So, macam kalau saya jerit lagi yang, actually saya ni baik. It doesn't happen like that, bro. I swear. It's weird, you know?
Please lah.
Yeah.
Ini bukan campaign politik.
Ikan, itulah tu. Saya lah yang paling baik. Kok saya bukan cakap begitu. Jadi, macam saya pun like, kalau begini, tidak apalah. Kita kasih reda lah, you know. Kalau saya dianggap macam saya ni weak ke whatever, biarkan mereka. Because saya tahu yang saya bukan begitu, you know. And I know I have God with me. And I have a lot more bigger problems than this flirt. So, saya bilang tidak apa, let it be lah, what is that? So, begitulah tu.
Haters gonna hate lah.
Haters gonna hate lah. It's part and parcel of being in the public eye lah. Cuy, public eye aku bukan
This is what you.
siapa pun.
This is what you prayed for.
Yes, exactly, exactly. So, if this is my calling, then I would need to be ready for it. Because in whatever you do, if your calling is in this industry, that industry, whatever industry, then you need to be prepared of the bad side of it lah. That's how I keep sane on social media. Yeah.
I have one very rojak question. So we were mentally bombarded with things like Zara Karina, your haters, the Israel Palestine stories case, segala lah, the flotilla, and now we need to vote. PRN lagi.
Wow.
Does this, all these things yang happening around us kan, how are you, like as an influencer, as someone that quote unquote has a voice that people can hear, how do you see things like this? I mean, when it's like this.
In times, bro. But no, like seriously, sorry.
Kan macam bikin bingung kan, like
Yeah.
I mean it doesn't really relate, satu-satu tu bukanlah bilang berkaitan, but if you see it in a religious sense kan, in a spiritual sense, like all these things are huge pa, and macam tersusun untuk kasih kau stress. Like I feel it's that way because I don't know, I have empathy I guess, and kenapa dia jadi kesiannya dia orang, kesiannya ini, kesiannya tu, terus sekarang kesiannya kita. Now we have to vote for someone, like do we really like this person, like is he going to take care of us, like I don't know, sorry.
No,
Yeah.
it's okay. Like I admire your passion and your empathy towards like that's been happening all around us. Yeah, it's honestly it's very hard to digest. Because one thing is happening after another.
Yeah.
Like the cases with the high schoolers nowadays.
Oh my
as
God,
well.
yes.
Tambah tu lagi hari ni pun ada
Yeah.
a new story, like a new headline, and I'm like, what is happening, bro? Like sometimes, okay, I'm so sorry. Like if I always go, well, I won't apologize for being spiritual, okay, but during this time lah kita kena sangat-sangat berdoa.
Rock on, Jesus freak.
Yes, but but we really need. But prayers, yeah, we need to pray. We need to pray, but also at the same time, kita ada dua kaki dua tangan. We need to make an effort. Whatever it is lah, to share the story or donate or something. We need to contribute, I feel, to any causes, and whatever kemampuan yang saya boleh kan, I'll do my best. Because bukanlah mau cakap itu saja yang kita boleh buat kan, tapi if we have the gifts that's already been given from God, we need to use them to serve our community.
I like that.
Yeah. And yes, it's super hard. It's super hard to hear all these like really ridiculous, crazy, tragic stories online. So that's where really we need to step in and we need to pray for these people. We need to. Why I had haters? Because I said I was pro humanity.
Anyway, one died.
Yeah, and then I was like, huh? You want me to pick a side? Like what I believe in is like, I don't believe in anyone getting killed. No one deserves to get killed. And this is not only about sorry, to go back, this is not only about Charlie Kirk, it's about, people in Palestine, people in Israel, people in Nigeria, people in Ghana. No one deserves to die, So by saying if you choose a side, that means you are no better. You are no better than the enemy. It's like some a mother and her kid is probably literally scared for her life, and just because she's on the other side, suddenly no one gives a shit, you know. And it's super Black Mirror episode, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah.
There's one
Yes.
episode on Black Mirror. Like, oh my goodness, this is so messed up, for reals, So, but we do the best we can to serve our community and to serve the people who need our help. And also prayers. I think prayers are, sometimes people think prayers are like macam apa ni berdoa kan, tapi actually prayers are super powerful, bro. Like, for reals. And we just need to be human. Why? What's the difference if we spread hate somewhere and then we spread, because we need to save this? You're no different than the devil, bro. Seriously. Because at the end of the day, this is what the devil wants. The devil wants us all to, kalau dia tidak boleh kena yang begini kan, dia kasih kena satu negara. Satu negara pecah belah. Kalau dia tidak boleh kasih kena ni, dia kasih lagi satu benda. So the devil is laughing at us, just going at each other. So that's the last thing that we want. We do not want the devil to win. So what we can do is love, is pray, is to be with our people, help the people around us. And yeah, does that answer your question?
I guess, yeah. But what you were saying kan, saya ingat this one picture I saw. A few politicians, dia orang pergi jumpa a priest. I'm not sure where. It's in Sabah.
Okay.
Yeah. Pergi
Yalah, di Sabah saja yang begitu, di Borneo kan.
Terus pergi minta pray over. And I guess they want to be, I guess they believe they are fighting a good fight. That's it, one party. Ada parti lain pun jumpa priest. Oh God. Minta sembayang juga. Ini pun minta sembayang. Then you're like, oh my God, what is this? At first it looked, wah, bagus oh. Wait a minute.
Kenapa semua orang buat begini?
Saya percaya. Korang beginilah dia punya ayat. Saya percaya yang kami datang dari panggilan yang tak apa, tulus ikhlas lah korang. And this other guy pun begitu juga. Then
Everybody lah like
nah. So okay, then you really have to seek the spirit.
Yeah.
You really need to ask, like, what is going on? Like,
then that needs to be a conversation from us to God,
yeah.
for the discernment to be there, for God to guide us, for the Holy Spirit to guide us on who to vote. People can talk, tapi at the end of the day, it's our own relationship with God, to move who where to go lah. Because
Macam funny juga kan.
funny lah kan. Tapi at the end of the day, like, yalah, it's God's decision. Jadi
Then time kau pray, you put all the manifestos di sana. Mana tu yang ngam ni?
macam itu lain macam sudah, guys.
But yes, when you do that, kan, when things happen, because I remember in Keningau, so I'm a Catholic, so we went to the SFX Cathedral. So dia cakap lah begini, ini ada calon begini. So that was like first mass. So service lah, the first service. And then the second mass, ada lagi lain orang. Dia pun macam, saya wakil dari begini. Terus then the sunset mass.
Aduh.
Terus yang ada lagi satu wakil, what the
Ayo, funny kalau gitu.
Yeah. with then we really have to timbang. No pun intended. But yeah, manifestos. I guess our God, our gut feeling somehow, the spirit in us.
I think something that the Spirit is telling me right now is why publicize? If you are really in it, because it's from, you are guided there by God, you don't need to publicize this. You don't need to,
Kan.
because you
You had
already,
5 years, bro. You had
Yeah.
5 years to show in
Yeah.
your actions.
exactly, because you know them by the fruits. So you don't need to shout like, oh, inilah panggilan saya. You know, apalah itu. Itu dari saya.
Campaign saja.
Ya, time campaign saja nih. Saya bilang. Because the real ones, the OGs, you will see them by their fruits. That's what I believe in, and that's what I'm moved to say right now, is that people who shout, they're good, this is my calling. You don't need to shout these things, because if you are already walking with him from day one, why do I need to shout this? I'm already walking and living in it, So I think
Kejap, do you have like a particular face in your head right now?
jahat ton dia. tidak. Neutral.
We are not paid or anything.
Tapi begitulah saya rasa. People, the OGs, the good ones, don't need to shout that they're doing good. And especially not publicize. Yes, inilah panggilan saya di gereja. What is that? Yeah.
Ayo, crazy times, man. Kejap, check time dulu. Macam 1 hour, 12 minutes.
Nice.
Ngam habis soalan saya.
Oh ya kah?
Anything you want to share? Lately? What's happening with you?
I'm probably moving back to KL. Haha, guys.
Rezeki lagi bagus di sana?
Panggilan.
Oh,
Yes.
oh wow.
Yeah, panggilan. Hope.
Sounds
yeah.
very serious.
Well, it's for a job, and the whole 3 years that I've been in Sabah, I could have gone back anytime I wanted, like legit, like because my brother and sister are still there. I could literally just pack up my 2 small luggage bags and ciao. But every time I had that feeling, every time I knew that it's not yet the time. So first year, aku mau balik sudah. Tidak, macam rasa okay, belum lagi masanya. Second year, belum lagi masanya. And then tiba-tiba this year, the third year, suddenly, when you feel macam yes, macam okay, ini ada kegerakan, So I was like, okay, I have a good feeling about this. And I'm confident in myself today that I can go back to KL as a new person. Because I think if it were to be the first year or a second year, I could easily go back to my old ways. I could easily go back to all the drinking, all the clubbing, all, hanging out with the wrong people. And then that's why at this point in my life, like today, I knew that I'm ready because I don't want to do those things anymore. Like, legit.
So coming back to Sabah is actually a reset for you.
Yeah. Like I thought I was gonna live here. Okay lah. How many times I confided in my dad and my mentor, Pastor Wagner. Hello. I was like, macam saya mau mati sudah saya di sini, Pastor. Saya bosan betul saya. But you're like legit, you can see like Pastor Wagner can tell you like, Pastor, saya depressed betul di kampung ini. Saya tidak tahu mau buat. And then they bilang, Pastor Wagner was like just encouraging me that, just trust. Trust in God. And it's crazy lah. It's so amazing that I myself didn't know that it was going to be a reset. I thought I was just going to stay here and like macam tiba-tiba
Rupa-rupanya kursus.
menanam padi.
Kau tanam padi sini?
Tidak juga lah, tapi I mean, yeah, I think these 3 years, these 3 years really taught me. Remember I told you about how I lost everything?
Mm-hmm.
And then I prayed to God the first year, second year, third year. I was like, God, give me back the things that I've lost. But then God said no. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, what, my PS4?
I was thinking of that.
Because my prayer last time, teruk maximum. My prayer last time, God make me rich. God make me wealthy, this kind of things. And only during my maturity in my spiritual journey that I understood why God said no is because God taught me and showed me what real wealth is, which is, I left home at like 21 or something like that. 21. And then I wasn't with my dad and I had no, because kalau di family saya di KL, saya punya abang dan kakak saja. So what I meant with God really showing me what true wealth means is because true wealth is not money, true wealth is family. I've been with my dad every single day for like, 2-3 years.
It's a blessing.
It's a blessing, bro. And I was like, oh, what do you mean wealthy is my Apple Watch? Like wealthy is waking up to the gunung every single day. Waking up is knowing my dad is there. Waking up is like, the being wealthy is that. And then I was like, God, whoa, revelation, Then it just really made sense to me. Life made sense to me when I was in Sabah. And moving forward, when I go back to KL, like, of course, I'm not going to suddenly forget about Sabah and all these kind of things, right? But I have this drive to want to push the rakyat and especially the anak-anak muda in Sabah that kita ni setara saja dengan orang-orang Semenanjung, So there is a shift. I can feel it, like my friends from High Mantap, from Scene, and then like the PRN is coming. I can feel the shift where, okay, the youth is coming up right now and there's going to be changes in Sabah. That's what I truly, truly believe in. And to be part of that is truly incredible and truly a blessing. So I will never leave that. I will never leave that. Ada purpose ni saya di KL, guys. Ada purpose. I don't know what yet, tapi ada purpose ni saya di KL in the tech industry again, dealing a lot with AI. And I know at some point, I have a gut feeling at some point, I will take this back to Sabah. And yeah, Sabah Maju Jaya.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, believe that. Tapi itulah. It's been such an experience. Crazy experience.
And I love how you again and again reinvent yourself.
I think we should.
I mean, people dream of these things. Like, sekejap kau penyanyi and I believe you were successful. And then you, in all of these things, you're an influencer and I believe you're successful. And now this. Tak tahulah apa.
Like-
I really see there's only a few people like you that I've met and it's really inspiring.
Thank you.
It's really inspiring. It boils the blood. It shows that Sabah is okay. Sabah is in good hands. If these people are still around, these people are still voicing out, we're gonna be okay.
Yeah. We will. We
Thank
are
you.
going to be okay.
Thank you for doing this.
And it's not only me, it's everyone. We are all involved in this. And the part where constantly reinventing yourself, I do want to share like the minute that I put in my head this mindset of do it for the plot. Have you heard that Gen Z slang? Do
No.
it for the plot. Like, kau buat saja. Macam best tu. Begitu lah. It's like, do whatever. Kau, orang suruh kau menyanyi di tengah-tengah jalanmu, kau buat saja. This kind of things. Like,
Do it for the plot.
yeah, just do it for the plot. When I had this mindset, okay, let me just do things that I would normally be scared of.
Is this the same as like this would be a nice story to tell?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's
so
right.
the plot meaning
Yeah.
it's okay.
So
Faham.
as soon, because there were a lot of doors that I was too afraid to open, especially prior to me going on the spiritual journey, because I had too many doubts in myself. Tidak boleh lah saya MC ni, saya tidak boleh lah begini. So I ended up not opening any doors. And the message to everyone out there, you guys have all the gifts in you. Kamu saja yang takut mau buka tu pintu. But trust me, when you open that door, yo, I swear, so many other doors will open. Because the minute that you are not afraid of messing up, because like I was telling myself, right, the first thing, right, when I think it was first year that I was in Sabah, I got invited to speak at a conference, SIV conference,
Okay.
as a speaker. Hancur.
Bergagar lah.
Gagar aku, geng. Aku balik-balik sama mau kasih cancel. Yeah, because I was so scared. I was like, what am I supposed to say? Oh my goodness, it's like, ya biarlah, saya cancel sajalah. You know, like, tidak mau lah. Tapi the Holy Spirit kasih gerak saya. No, go for it. You know, go for it, go for it, go for it. And then I was encouraged by the people around me. And they were saying, so what if you mess up a little bit? This is your first time. Takkan dorang mau yang baru kau first time terus kau perfect kan. Pastor sendiri pun bukan begitu. Because they would need to have like so many sermons to get to a point.
True.
So that was when I took that and really like it embedded in my brain kan, that do not be afraid to do things even if you mess up. Because you never know where it will lead you. Like legit. Like for reals. And when you do things for the plot, right? That's how you constantly reinvent yourself. And people burn out. People get so tired of themselves. It's because they listen to the doubts too much. So what if you mess up? Mess up lah. At least you tried it. It's okay, you know. Like I tried hummus, I hated it. Oh well. We're never trying that again. You know. But yeah, I think anak-anak muda, beliau-beliau, everyone, if you just start doing it, doesn't matter your age, but if you just start doing things that scare you, you will lead a completely different life. And that's how I got to where I am today. MC aku buat, aku pernah nyanyi, aku kerja corporate startup pun aku pernah kerja, buka bisnis pun aku pernah. So yeah, there will be failures, but so what? You know, your failures are necessary. Your failures are necessary because these things are the things that will mold you into your bigger purpose. You need to fail at these things sometimes. Because if not, then you'll never know how it would feel like when you are already here. Wow, deep. Okay.
I'm enjoying this.
Yeah?
This is like courses you have to pay. Ratus ribu to understand what this is.
Yeah, do
I'm
it for
getting
the
it
plot,
for
guys.
free. But okay. Are we done?
I don't know. Are we?
Ini boleh jadi sampai besok nih. Bagus jangan lah. I don't know. Second part maybe.
Yeah. Why
If
not?
you're in KL, if I'm in KL, then maybe you can like do something.
Sini pun ba? Why not? Nah, tiba.
Sekejap nanti hilang sudah. Last words.
Last words. Ooh. I got this quote again. I love quotes. You know, they sustain me. If you are ever afraid to turn that page in your life, always remember who wrote your story. Do you get it? Okay. Yeah. If you are too afraid to turn that page in your life, just always remember who wrote your story. Do not be afraid to take chances in life, because that would just mean perhaps it will be, you know, a platform, a way for you to move on to the next step in your life. And always be anchored in God. Always. When you are sad, when you're depressed, when you're angry, don't turn on angry music. Don't turn on galau music. Turn to God. When you are happy, when you are joyful, all the happy thoughts, turn to God. All the sad thoughts, to go to God. And that's how you have a strong anchor in your life. So when you're put anywhere in any given situation, you are able to survive. Yeah. Anchor yourself to God, bro.
Nice.
And you guys too.
Esty Richard,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you for spending time here.
You're most welcome. Thank you for having me.
You guys, after kami kasih stop ni panjang lagi ni cerita. So, kamu tahan-tahan je lah. This has been a Sip show brought to you by Glow Best Neighborhood. Thanks for sponsoring. Chris says hello. Ate Amat says hello. And we are going to stop this episode in a very high note and very semangat. This is what I feel like when I attend conferency, Friday seminars. Yeah, so I'm very happy with this episode. Thank you.
You're most welcome. You're most welcome. And yeah, thank you. Panjang lagi cerita
Yeah,
kami.
panjang lagi. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.
The Sip Show.